Today, we will discuss in a Q&A and explain the message in the cards from Kyongtawan for the week that some people may have doubts about and disagree with. Let's analyze each card one by one. I must explain first that if someone's name is mentioned, if it is mentioned directly, there will be a problem with the Computer Data Act. In the matter that we received information from O1 through the method of the hidden dragon to the real person who had Kyongtawan tell O1's children as much as possible. But it was a special method that only a real Dharmakaya like O1 would know the truth and be able to tell. Therefore, it does not appear to have any witnesses or clear evidence in the law. It has become a matter of personal belief, no one can be held liable. However, we will not infringe on personal rights, so we will not mention the name directly. We will have to use similar words or code numbers, so we can guess. However, if it is a person who has passed away, we will ask for the real name. Therefore, let's listen. It may be considered as listening to a fairy tale. If anyone is difficult to accept the truth from the following information, do not forget that in order to truly believe in something learned through a special method, people must be those who have practiced meditation and have seen a crystal ball or a Buddha image within themselves. They will believe that they truly believe in the Dhammakaya. As for those who have listened to many cases that O1 has told about how they have truly reached enlightenment, many over the years have believed that it is true, but they themselves have not reached enlightenment. If this is the case, they should still listen and understand the information that I have received from the real experts who received it from O1 in a special way, which is with O1's Dhammakaya knowledge. So they have given me information to share with everyone. I am only a messenger. Therefore, please understand the situation correctly. If anyone listens and does not believe it, do not accuse or scold the information that I have given, because it is like you are criticizing O1, the person who gave the information directly. It is just that you do not really know how to believe that this information comes from O1 for real, or there is information from other people that makes you not believe this information at all. You have to reach the Buddha within you, and then you will know that this information really comes from O1 for real with O1's Dhammakaya knowledge. But by the time you wait until that day, you will believe it, it will be too late to fix it. Now, we must rely on each person's merit to decide whether to believe the following information or not. However, smart people should not be careless. They should be aware of it first. They should not be confident in other information that even you cannot prove. If it is different from what I have said here, you should be mindful and aware of it first so that you will not miss out if it is true. It's not too late to fix it before the end of this life, everyone. Let's start. Card 1. There is only one truth. Whoever has the merit to know the truth first, does the right thing first, doesn't get fooled, and doesn't have to make a mistake. If it's new merit that you don't know the intention of the inviter, don't do it. Even if you don't get new merit, you won't have to sin and throw away all your merit. A wise person should think about whether to believe or not. Card 2. The worm came to listen to me, believed me more than anyone. The 40,000 plus temples that passed, there was no air magic because they just believed me, so they changed their minds. They thought that they would just get a bad fate and die on their own. They will see if it's not true, like I said. Will there still be people following me? Until they tell them to stop following. Monday, May 6, 2025. Comment from Ms. Sawani. Give knowledge inside to warn each other. But until now, where is O1? How seriously are you searching and asking for him? Your mouth says you love O1, protect O1. By now, how far has the whole case gone? Has the case really been closed? If it was closed a long time ago, what reason didn't O1 come out to meet O1's children? Try everyone to be strong. As long as O1 doesn't come out, I'll stop doing it. Let's see, are you in a hurry to close the case? But most of them are afraid of losing merit, they are too weak. There are many kinds of merit, not only at the Dhammakaya temple. Just the stories that people have met O1 and donated money to O1 often, it's just words. How reliable can it be? As long as O1 doesn't show up to teach or cultivate the children's habits. I personally will stop doing it in every case. Even though some merit belongs to O1, the money does not go to anyone. Card 3. Are the temple people stupid or smart? Look at what they do. I haven't seen O1 for many years. The temple never tells me how O1 is, how he is, or what the case is like. But there are fake sermons, not O1's name. To make people believe that O1 invited me to work, getting bigger and bigger. When O1 came to invite me himself, he couldn't do it, but for many years, he can do it equals O1 won't stay. Explain this truth, talk to think, but I don't see anyone accepting or rejecting anything. Is it because they didn't see it or pretended not to see it because they didn't want to care? They are afraid that if they accept the truth, they won't be able to make merit again, which means they are afraid of losing the benefits of not gaining merit. But I don't care if it's merit or not. Just want to do it. It's that blind, but O1 still cares, telling me to come and tell you here. When will you know? Or does everyone want to not know the truth? Willing to be tricked until you're broke, exhausted, and then die without knowing what happened. Even though I don't feel sorry for myself in what state I'm in. O1 can't stand to see the great suffering of my children that is coming after me, so I told you to come and tell me here. Card 4. Me, Kiangtawan. The messenger from the true knower, who got the information from O1 the real one, who calls himself dragon hidden in the body. I have a goal to reach the end of the Dharma. So I act as a good friend, speaking the truth with knowledge, wisdom, special methods, checking the information to tell, definitely not delusional. Explanation. The true knower received the merit and duty to receive this message from O1 with a special method since the beginning in 2003, practicing continuously until becoming skilled. I have received the message to deliver to the temple people, and have been doing it continuously since 2003 as well. It's not that I just received this merit. If someone just saw it, encountered it, and acted like they couldn't accept it, you are exposing yourself that you've never paid attention to O1 the real one at all. Interested in caring only about your own desire to be rich from making merit with O1 only. It is too late to demand a promise or not to accept the truth because you will refer to any promise of O1 that will die in the monkhood because of that promise. O1 is not yet wrong because O1 is not dead yet. Who will see whether O1 keeps this promise or not? You have to keep your breath until that day of O1 and then you will know for yourself whether O1 has broken his promise or not. Card 501. Beloved of the saint, the Prab section always does things straightforwardly. When he said that he could not be ordered, was oppressed, and left the temple so that his children could live, so that the temple would not be closed until he was disrobed, all the truth, those who do not believe cannot help. This kind of thing cannot be said by oneself. Merit and sin are not a game. Explanation. O1 is also a human being who has a heart, wisdom, and ability to be a field of merit for everyone, but he did not receive any attention or care. People wanted to take advantage of O1 by making merit but did not care to know whether O1 was oppressed or not. O1 could not be ordered. O1 could not eat. O1 was forbidden to speak off script. O1 fasted until he fainted and sat teaching every day to find a way to tell his children to ask for help. O1 but his children were blinded by their desire to be rich. Did not care what happened to O1 or not. Finally, O1 knew that if O1 would be the cause of all his children, the inner district, who devoted their lives to rely on O1, they would be chased out of the temple and the temple would be seized because they would come to arrest O1, so he decided to leave the temple for his children. O1 agreed to leave the temple, but his children did not care about this truth. If they told him to come, he would have told them. He was obstructed from telling. Instead of the child caring about what to tell, why do you have to obstruct? And worried that if he finds out, he will be banned from entering the temple and will not have a special way to get rich from making merit. So he asked not to know because of his blind desire to get rich. He did not care who would suffer. Is he still worthy of being his child? In the end, O1 disrobed. He told him to tell him. But he still did not believe. What did he come to demand for what O1 promised? Do you think that if O1 really disrobed, it would cause them to lose their wealth, so he did not accept the truth? In conclusion, do you love O1 or yourself? Card 6. Those who just found out the truth about O1 disrobing must accept the truth. Do not lie to yourself that it is not true. Do not let the worm trick you into doing more sins. Because those who want to do merit for the sinful side must first discard the merit of the good side O1 has. If the merit runs out, you will die greater than go to the dark side of the third realm, greater than be a servant of the devil forever. Card 7. When O1 was at the temple, live streamed the school every day, inviting to do merit. But the inner region believed O6, which is not cooperating, not doing it. Accuse O1 of not attending the meeting, managing first, O6 taking the inner district to reject O1's work all the time. This is the truth that O1 is in the temple, cannot order anyone. O1's big work has been accomplished by the outer district since 2009. Explanation: whoever is the outer district's child and has joined in making merit as O1 invited through the school since 2009 until 2016, you are a person with great merit. But it would be useless if you do not care what I am telling you at this time. All the merit you have made at that time that was difficult. You are being lured into doing sinful work that you have to throw away all that merit without realizing it. This is the information that the real O1 has given to tell for many years. Go ask the inner district if it is true or not. I send a message. If it is not true, I will not waste my time telling you. Card 8. Project ordaining 100,000 monks throughout Thailand plus ordaining 3 generations of laywomen in 2010, successful worldwide. With the outer area, when 2011-06 volunteer O1 asked to do it. But the plan failed, put drugs in the meal. O1 cut off life, but O1 also knew, Fra Dhammakaya did not eat food until fainting every day that came to live broadcast in the school. Everyone saw if not blind. Card 901 created 30 virtues, took life as before, always free, pushed the big merit-making event to the public. The Dhammachai pilgrimage was also prohibited from walking on the road outside the temple, giving alms all over Thailand, even on the birthday of O1, year 2016. Giving alms to 100,000 monks was organized in Ubon, but was still destroyed and obstructed, until it had to be organized at the pagoda of Wat Phra Dhammakaya. Explanation: if this is the truth, everyone knew at that time, why didn't they accept it? That it's true, or are you afraid that it will become an accusation? You should go and find the truth. Whether it has changed or not, why? Not just being satisfied that it is not obstructed anymore, not wanting to know what really happened, and not knowing what the real O1 was doing. He has not been at the temple since February 2, 2019. It must investigate the truth and solve the problem to help O1. It is not choosing not to know, but wanting to make merit only. Without thinking that if at any time the person who invited to make merit changes and becomes an impure person, that merit-making event will become a sinful event by default. And it destroys the merit that has existed since O1 invited purely. Who does not want to know about this damage? Even though it has been said, you have to accept the destruction according to your own karma because there is a supporting reason and you did it yourself. You who only care about O1 who is the field of merit. The person you hope to benefit from, you are a selfish investor who does not really care about merit and sin. No one can help you anymore. Card 1006 entering and exiting the temple management since 2019. The big project has come out to invite many smoothly. Isn't it surprising? There is no O1, but every 3 months in 2023. 2024 in the current year, there is a big event all the time without any real orders, except for floating and fake advice. Reviewing the past but the new word, who is it? Card 1106 bullying O1 to get rid of the abbot in 2017. Secretary O1 betrayed, joined O6 to cut the order O1 in 2018. 7 real cheating monks implicated O1 as the only one at fault. Plan to arrest O1 plus close the temple. O1 knew, so he left the temple on the 2nd of February 2019 equals not to close the temple, not to seize assets, children can stay. Not be abandoned explanation. This is the truth from the real O1. Telling O1's children what O1 was wrong to do, so they had to leave the temple. It can be called an accusation. Why aren't you alert to finding the truth about this matter? Didn't you say you love O1? Love without caring what will happen to O1 until it's too late? So O1 disrobed to do something else. Disrobed since 2020, said since 2023, but came back to protest about O1's sermon. Now you say you're accusing yourself. You only told me to know, told me for 2 years already. Why did you just find out and not believe it? There are many supporting reasons. But wanting to believe without listening to the truth, what kind of love is this? Is it selfish love? Card 1201, the real one, has only the word Naya, but where does the word Ner come from? Temple people want to believe it themselves. Afraid of not making merit equals afraid of not being rich. Is it greed? Lust, right? If being deceived, you have to blame yourself for being blind. Not using your intelligence, that you are clearly being deceived, wanting to close your eyes and do it. Card 13, who said that I accused O1 of leaving the temple and O1 of being a monk? Did you find O1 who was a monk in the temple? If so, why didn't O1 come out on O1's birthday in the temple when the case was closed because he wouldn't sue anymore? Monks all over the world came for O1. But they let O2 act like the owner of the birthday? Card 14, who doesn't want to get out of delusion? They like to deceive themselves, don't like to use their intelligence. Don't like to talk about reason, that is, you don't believe in the law of karma. You let someone deceive you. Whether it's merit or sin, you don't think about it because it gives you a headache. You don't have the qualifications to criticize and accuse others. Summary of the latest update from O1, Mancon. 1. The temporary flooding incident at the covered temple of Wat Phra Dhammakaya on May 2, 2025, but the water has receded on the same day. The clip said something like the water couldn't drain in time. 2. As far as I can remember, I've never heard any news about flooding at the covered temple before. But this time it might not have drained in time. What's the real cause? 3. Many friends sent me clips from many sources. It is as O1 said before. New karma. Greed plus delusion or current karma that attracts. Definitely. 4. This flooded spot is the spot where there has been the most continuous fraud in donations for many years. Whether it is joining in the merit making of gold leaf to cover the gold, covering the boundary stone, covering the monk, covering the black hair of the Buddha. Anything that is considered the main fraud. 5. The results of the karma will gradually show according to the power of the sin. But the merit side of O1 tried to collect and solve it as much as the power of the merit is available. Therefore, the results are only this much. 6. Most importantly, the sinful work is done. Even though there was no poisoning, the participants really did receive the black sin. 7. What must be done is not to review the sin. Forget it as soon as possible. Meditate with the voice of O1. Pray every day. Review the merit before 2018. 8. The real O1, dragon is O1 who is not in the temple. He has not invited anyone to do any work since 2019. I have already told you why 40,000 baht work at the temple is a sin. Therefore, those who believe, please follow this advice. 9. Merit making for offering rice to monks. The 40,000 temples that participated in the sinful event have been distilled. However, if anyone still reviews it, a black sinful event will occur again. The sinful event will attract the old karma to replace the merit. 10. The power of merit and sin are therefore fighting each other from within the human body. The children of O1 who do not know and do not listen, Kiang Tawan, and the children who do know and listen, who have joined together to continuously sit in Dhamma during this period. Give power to O1 to go and solve the disaster. 11. What will be the overall result? Which disaster will occur or not? According to what the experts and astrologers have said, it depends on the auction of power between the merit side, which is O1 the real one, dragon, and the sinful side all the time. 12. Who will be the power of which side? Which side will win? As time passes, what will happen or not? It is the result of the fight. Whether or not anyone believes what Kiangtawan tells people, according to what O1, dragon tells the real experts, it has no meaning. At May 5, 2025 13, it is a pity that O2 really does not have a heart for O1 anymore. Even though worshipping rice can distill to solve the sinful event in black magic, O2 did not join, because he was only interested in preparing for the next event that would show his greatness again. 14. In the afternoon at the beginning of the month, during the meditation session, O2 came down, but O2 did not wait for the voice of O1 sap etc. first. O2 rushed to talk about Visakha in a hurry. Or O2 was not refined from the rice offering ceremony in the morning because he talked to O6 about Visakha. 15. O2 was so focused on Visakha day that can't meditate, but hurried to talk about this matter, meaning O6 came to meet O2 since morning, causing O2 to not join in the rice offering, so it was not distilled, but received the plan from O6 to do. 16. Now O2 works for O6 like a robot equals O2 definitely won't go with O1. Inner or outer areas must choose for themselves whether to follow O2 who doesn't go with O1 or not. 17. Therefore, whoever follows O2 equals doesn't go with the real O1, and O2 cooperates with O6 equals goes with O6. Whoever goes with the real O1 must leave the delusion that O1 has been in the temple giving orders all along, because in fact O1 left the temple, and since February 2, 2019, has not given orders for new merit making in the temple. At 3:45 a.m. Tuesday, May 6, 2025, from the true story that Wat Phra Dhammakaya had news to the public on MGR Online on September 23, 2018. 7 corrupt senior monks conspired to implicate them in the embezzlement of donated funds, which they each did separately and were caught by the Anti-Money Laundering Office. The 6 monks followed the advice of O6, who was one of the 7, and there was also O2. The 7 monks, according to the news, were 1. O2 is the deputy abbot. 2. O6 is the assistant abbot. 3. O1's secretary. 4. O2's secretary. 5. Thawilai controls the Treasury Finance Department. 6. Thaptavi controls the monk discipline. 7. Lamphan controls the security guards. Please understand that I am not just talking without evidence or witnesses, but because the real O1 does not want me to face legal problems if there is a lawsuit under the Computer Crime Act. Therefore, O1 does not allow me to state the full names of anyone involved in each story that I tell. If I want to take serious action, there are ways and information. But it is not my duty in that matter. My duty is only to inform the children of O1 for their safety and survival in the cycle of existence, so that they do not have to be slaves of the dark side forever. O1 is so broad-minded that even though everyone has no merit left to go to the end of the Dharma, no merit enough to return to Dusapuri to rest halfway, O1 still cannot bear to see the children who have shared happiness in making merit together for almost their whole lives, having to abandon all merit and only collect sins to die and become slaves of the devil, never to be reborn again forever. I have tried to explain and explain many times because I understand and am deeply grateful for the boundless kindness and compassion of O1 who has only this group of children. Otherwise, why would I sit and talk, type, and write to explain to you or anyone when there is nothing related to me at all? In any case, I am definitely on the straight path and will not deviate. I only have merit increasing every day and do not want any sins. Why do I have to try to persuade you to believe me? If you are broad-minded and have a little bit of compassion like a bodhisattva, you will know that I do not have to waste my time and work hard on this information to try to help stubborn people, people who are deluded, people who are blinded by arrogance, conceit, and have high self-esteem, all of them, who just say that they are O1's children and love O1. Even though they only say it casually without any truth, O1 has great compassion and will not abandon you all. Even if we do not go together, I still try to find a way to return to the light so that I can become an angel in heaven instead of going to live in a world of darkness forever. Personally, I do not have to beg you for anything. I just do my duty to send the information that O1 told me to the knowledgeable person, and I have already received my merit, without having to be responsible for anyone's belief or disbelief. Because that is all the information from the real O1. Please understand this correctly. The only motivation that keeps me enduring is that I have received merit because it is my duty that anyone else can do instead, but O1 has chosen to give me this merit, so I have done my best. I just want my children to know the truth to avoid sinning and wasting all my merit. For the benefit of my children, O1 does not want to use me to harass or take action against anyone. Whether someone believes or not depends on whether that person has reached the Buddha within them or not. If they have reached the Buddha within them and know that the Buddha within them is real, good, and truly accessible, they will believe what I tell them. But for those who have not seen the Buddha within them, even if they have heard from O1 and others who have seen and reached it, but they themselves have not seen or reached it, it would be difficult to make them believe that it is real and truly good. Therefore, the story of a hidden dragon telling the truth is hard to believe among the rough-hearted who are not yet refined enough to see the Buddha within them or have not reached the Buddha within them. And the love that this group of people say they love O1 and want to follow and build merit to the utmost of the Dharma is just empty words. But in their hearts, they still do not really believe whether they love O1 or are just following the trend. That is why they are not bothered by the truth about O1, whether he is alive or dead. They just want to believe what he has told them. The people who tell the stories are also blind. When someone with good eyes tells them the truth, they do not believe it. And there are more blind people, so it would be more correct to believe the majority. It is all just a guess. There is no truth at all, but I don't know. Whoever is which, please think for yourself. But I will tell you continuously so that you understand completely as follows. It turns out that today, the 7 monks according to the news on September 23, 2018 are still under the same power and duty, and are bigger than before, according to the size of the work that they are trying to expand to cover the whole country and hope to reach the whole world. But they don't care if they have committed sins or not. They just take as much benefit as they can, and if anyone obstructs them, just pay them a little bit of bribe and they will pave the way for them. They don't care if it is merit or sin or not because it is not clear. They don't have the eyes to see merit or sin in detail. They are even more immersed in greed and lying and deceiving, which is a violation of the 4th precept, along with embezzlement of donated money that they used to do after the merit-making event was over. They moved to plan from the beginning how to get a large enough share and have enough to pay bribes. So it turned from merit making into sinful work with sinful intentions immediately. Violating the second precept with intentions, that worldly legal language has already coined this term, called cheating, until it becomes a habit, different from when they were good at first. And then cheat at the end, which is called embezzlement, fraud. Before 2018, those 7 monks only embezzled fraud from O1's true merit-making work. But after that, since the Sirarat Gold Plate project, it became the starting point of cheating, which started with deceitful intention. And because of this habitual deceitful thought, it caused the merit-making project to be expanded bigger and bigger. And doing it consistently every month and every 3 months, doing bigger projects than the time when O1 was able to really command, which was before April 22, 2018. Looking back, it is as O1 told the knowledgeable person to tell Kyongtawan to send the truth about the famous temple by the dragon hiding in the body, which refers to O1. Done with a method that O1 called himself the dragon hide in the body method, but it is the use of Dhammakaya knowledge by O1 himself to hide the body. An outsider who O1 selected and trained himself well to be the gross body to act on behalf of the real O1 has sent news and information to Kyongtawan to inform the temple people as much as possible. Since August 2018 until today. Therefore, these stories are the very truth. If someone were serious, would have investigated and investigated, they would have found witnesses and evidence to prosecute according to the law. But today, no one is suffering because no one knows that they have really lost their merit. They still believe that they can still make merit with O1 as they intentionally deceive them by using words to repeat past sermons but adding new words to invite them continuously. Which is a blatant lie in public. However, no one has the wisdom to investigate and find the truth or clear up any truth. This makes the corruption of this group of people in the monkhood go smoothly and their lustful hearts continue to grow. Starting from the time when O1's real secretary cut out all of O1's real work orders since April 22, 2018. The real O1 used a special method to tell the story through a person who knew the truth to Kyongtawan and his partners, sending it to the people of Wat Ket Nok in August 2018. And when they went to the inner area, this caused the secretary of O1 to issue an unsigned mafia order but ordered the security guards to forbid Kyongtawan and her partner from entering the temple. Since the 27th of August 2018, and they really did it. When Kyongtawan and her partner went to the temple on the 10th of September 2018, they parked on the road in front of Q's room. The security guard head came to ambush them and Fra Lanfin led the security guards to talk to them himself. That's when I was sure that the unsigned order really came from the secretary, because there were full-scale security guards called to check every entrance and exit of the temple on major merit-making days since Dhammachai Day, which is the 27th of August 2018 and the first Sunday of September 2018 until the day I actually went in, which was the 10th of September 2018, the event to remember Grandma Chan. Fra Lanfin even asked me to do as he told me to leave the temple and never come back again. And he was a minor monk who had to follow the orders of a senior monk. Then, eliminated O1's key witness about the Grandma Chan Foundation, Ms. Arifin, on October 19, 2018, who experts said they put poison through drinking water to prevent Ms. Arifin from being a witness to confirm O1's innocence in the embezzlement case on the day she died before getting dressed to give her statement. At the funeral on the 7th, the leader of the worm-chasing group took his group to ask the police chief to seize Ms. Arifin's body because they suspected that poison was used in her death. At first, they agreed. But before long, the lawyer from O1's secretary went to talk to the police chief and talk to Ms. Arifin's relatives, which changed their mind and did not allow a new autopsy. This caused the leader of the worm-chasing group to set up a news desk. A few weeks later, on the evening of the Cathan ceremony on November 4, 2018, the meeting led by O6 issued an order to eliminate all enemies or those who disagreed with O6 from the temple. It was later discovered that the leader of the worm-chasing group had been eliminated by sending 2 military uniformed men to adjust their attitudes behind a building in the temple. This caused the leader of the worm-chasing group to secretly ordain as a monk for 1 month. During that time, O6's group secretly entered the worm-chasing group's line, deleted everyone from the group, and closed the group. This easily dissolved the worm-chasing group. A new temple committee was announced, effective December 26, 2018, with O6 officially in it. Then they immediately started their first deception, with O1's command as an instruction, but with a person's name instead of the real O1's star messenger. Inviting people to make merit by covering the dome of the great Dhammakaya Sitya, with the intention of making magic spells to block the detailed channels of Dhammakaya knowledge that O1 normally performs Dhammakaya knowledge through the 14-ton Buddha in the great Dhammakaya Sitya dome, blocking the path of pure merit with dirty things of magic. When it was finished in January 2019, they received the donation budget to cover the 7 monks as witnesses to implicate O1 alone in the fraud of the donation money, and planned to bring the police officers raided the temple in February 2019 to arrest O1 and prepared that if O1 was not found like in 2017 when Section 44 was used, they would take the opportunity to close the temple and expel all the people in order to seize the temple and assets and sell them at auction. Because of this, with O1's future Dhammakaya wisdom, he knew of O6's evil plan. O1 felt sorry for the people in the temple who dedicated their lives to rely on O1, staying at the temple to build merit, about 3,000 people, who were to be expelled from the temple and would be homeless, which would be a heavy karma. So O1 decided to leave the temple by himself and informed O6 that O1 was really leaving the temple. He did not assign any rights to O6. He did not give the temple away or divide the donated assets to pay tribute to anyone. He just said that he was gone and did not need to bring people to arrest him, which would be a hassle. He wanted the more than 3,000 people in the temple to not suffer. Therefore, the reason why O1 left the temple is like this, and it is a true story that no one dares to prove. It is definitely not an accusation or nonsense. And a story like this, if it were not for the insight of the Dhammakaya knowledge of the real O1 who told it through the real knower to Kyontawan, there would be no information to tell everyone like this. Therefore, the accusation that Kyontawan spoke nonsense about anything is not correct, and the accuser has accused the wrong person because Kyontawan is just a receiver of information. But the information came from O1 or the real Fra Dhammajayo. Whoever said it was nonsense, it is a verbal act against O1 the real who has been innocent with Dhammakaya all the time. How much karma will he receive? I am not exaggerating at all. And whoever does not believe what I say has nothing to do with me. But it is the karma of the listener who does not believe and will be deceived into committing sins and abandoning all merit. It will not be long before the old karma catches up with them and their life ends. It has nothing to do with the sender at all. Therefore, I am not bothered by whether or not anyone believes me. And I do not sin from the news from O1 because it is real information, so I can speak. And every matter. There is no way that anyone can think by themselves and come to speak coherently and answer everything like this. Unless O1, who is a Dhammakaya knower and has accurate knowledge and insight, is the one who communicates through the real knower to tell. Whoever said that a dragon hidden in a body is a quadruped, an animal, a low-level animal with a spine parallel to the ground, etc., that person has directly committed heavy verbal and mental karma against the O1 real person or the real Fra Dhammajayo. That is, whether he scolds me, the messenger, or the owner of the information. The O1 real person, no matter how he scolds, he will bypass me and go to the owner of the information anyway because I only received information from O1 to inform him. As for me, I brought information from O1 real person to inform him, so I will gain merit because I did it to O1, so I will gain merit from me. No matter how many times I do it, how many times I speak and write. I only gain merit from fulfilling my duty as a Kalyanamitra every time. I have no sin, no wasted merit. Whoever scolds me, it all goes back to me and ends up on the O1 real person. The word delusion is the same. Whoever says anyone is the O1 real person, even if you don't want to believe it, it will be like that. I can't help you. I tried to tell you. You just don't believe me. As for those who believe it, don't be so swayed and waver that you think you believe the wrong person. Because of your merit that you still have with the O1 real person, you were able to read and listen to me, so you believe me. Because if you are overcome by delusion, with the black magic that he continuously put on you, you will have no merit left. So you will not listen, read, or understand from me. There is no way you will believe me. Do not regret that you did not take your sins with you and did not throw away all your merits at the event on April 22, 2025 that just passed. Even though there was no air-powered magic, the attendees really did throw away all their merits and take their sins back with them. I know that Ket and I even went to ask Crew Jor if anything happened after the event on April 22, 2025 because he did not attend the event. This shows that some of the Ket and I were following my information and had some faith in it. Since you choose to believe me, do not regret that you did not receive your sins from the event that day even though there was no air-powered magic as the real wise person dreamed and I told you about. Even though there was no mass death as feared. But to abandon all merit to take sin instead is the worst news in a human life. Especially for those who have a goal to reach the highest level of Dharma. How bad would it be if they knew that their merit was not enough to return to Dusapuri and their merit was not pure enough to reach the highest level of Dharma? Instead, it would attract bad karma, which is old sins, that would follow and give results faster than the long accumulation of merit with O1, getting rid of so many bad deeds until there were almost no more bad deeds left. There would only be bad deeds from past lives that would take a long time to give results. But by committing new and major sins this time, it would attract heavy bad karma from past lives that were far away and had no chance to give results. There would be a shortcut to give results first because there would be no more good deeds to obstruct it. We love to make merit, keep the precepts, and meditate regularly. This makes us not consider carefully when we encounter invitations to practice Dharma in various places. Are they organized by someone who is deluded? If the practice is organized to worship Dharma O1, do they mean O1 in the temple? If so, the intention is from delusion. Going to practice Dharma will definitely not be enlightened. It really depends on the intention of the organizer, which side is his heart on. And because O1 has trained us so hard, but using wisdom to consider O1 teaching. But we are used to following O1 teaching and gaining merit, so we never thought that the matter of merit-making activities 3 will cause sin, if it is not O1 inviting. But the person claiming O1 inviting, then it will become sin instead if the person behind the invitation is a sinful person. So we have to think of comparing it to the call center gang. But whoever believes and follows will just lose money, be sad, lose peace. The person who does sin, the person who is deceived will suffer from past karma. But when the call center gang comes to deceive at the merit-making event, if it is merit-making elsewhere, the person who is deceived will just lose money and feelings. But when the person is deceived and used to invite people to make merit on another level, it cannot see the dark hands behind the scenes. If it is a normal temple, There is no problem because there is no goal to defeat the devil. But for us who have a goal to defeat the devil with the leader, O1, it is like boarding the ship with O1. The ship that we built together with O1 as the captain. When it is finished, collecting merit by doing great work, Captain O1 takes the ship to sail on the sea of defilements with an excellent goal that we have not seen ourselves. We have gained a lot of merit because we are confident in the path that the leader, O1, takes us on. There are storms and we cannot see the way. But when he saw Captain O1, he felt relieved. But then the enemy, the devil, secretly infiltrated the hearts of the captain's close associates to betray the captain and oppress O1 until O1 had to abandon the ship to save the ship and everyone first. The ship was driven by evil people. If he wanted to go the same way as O1, he didn't have to get rid of the captain, but he would take the ship to do something else that the devil's heart would take him to. Everyone on the ship, what do they normally do on the ship? If they didn't see the captain, there would be many types. 1. The type that searches for where the captain has gone, searching but not finding him, asking but not getting an answer. Finding him but not finding him, then how will the ship continue? If the captain is not there, he won't go with him, taking a small boat off the ship, not taking anything else, escaping. Having made merit before getting off the ship, just thinking about the old days, pure merit, not risking if evil people come to make him sin. 2. The type that searches and asks and gets a lying answer that he is still there, just keeping to himself, and sending out orders from time to time like when the captain was still there. But not caring that the phrase is not right, still doing the same thing. The order to make merit, he thought it was the same, he was a slave to sin, that is. Changing from white to black without realizing it, the ship changed direction to sin without realizing it because he was on the same ship. Doing the same thing as before, not surviving. 3. Type 2 but being mindful and aware of the change in the captain's command, just giving an unsigned order but not seeing the captain. When in doubt, ask in order of the supervisor. The section supervisor received the order in succession, not noticing that it had changed, just following the policy because they didn't want to be involved, so they answered in a confident manner. Not letting the team be suspicious, while they themselves did not care about the change because outside of their department are high-level policies, whoever changes. Just believed that there was still a captain. Even though they didn't see him, they thought positively because they trusted the captain. These people did not survive because they did not care about news from anyone who said when and why the captain had abandoned the ship. Those who heard this news and even more knew that the person who sent the news was chased off the ship, not allowed to board the ship anymore. Showed that the news that was sent was true, that Captain O1 was no longer there, so they abandoned the ship. 4. From the third group but still there, it is a group of people who are obsessed. Who will be obsessed to continue working, for those who come to use them. When those who come to use them work, the work is the same, just doing it bigger and more frequently. It's like training to be more skilled and challenging, not looking at the ship's route because they don't have the duty to look at the way, so they enjoy it. And especially if there are special rewards, extra salary, special praise, not signing the captain's name, it's like secretly sending it. They find reasons to themselves that they will do it so that the authorities won't be suspicious. I am especially delighted. I like it more and believe it more than ever that it is very true. The more I pretend to die and think to myself that the captain is still there and is satisfied that the captain is still peaceful and they still have a job to do. No one can touch it. This belief from delusion is strong. Then which group are we in? It must be clear when time passes. Will it be type 1 or type 2 who have abandoned the ship but are still familiar with joining in the merit-making work that is the policy of the big ship? So I forgot that if the big ship, Captain O1, has abandoned the ship, who will drive it? If you don't know the reason why O1 abandoned the ship, and think that after you abandoned the ship, you saw the big ship working more and more. I wonder if I misunderstood that the captain was not there but was really there, so I came back. This is an unstable principle. Many people dragged me away, meaning that I am not a merit maker. I am just an ordinary saint. Question: this answer is the same as what I have wanted to ask for a long time. Other temples also have cheaters. Why don't people who come to make merit not sin? They are like Child O1 who doesn't know, but makes merit, but they don't get bad luck back like Child O1. Because Child O1 who aims to reach the highest Dharma, Child O1 is stuck in delusion. More than anywhere else, right? Answer: it depends on the goal of building merit. Other temples that do not aim to subdue the devil are already stuck in the devil's prison, which is aiming to nirvana. They are not their enemies who will subdue them. Whoever cheats is just breaking the precepts. There are already punishments written by them, which state what kind of precepts must be punished. It is just playing their game normally. If you make merit, you will get merit. If you commit sins, you will get sins. You are not their enemies. Therefore, answering the question of why Child O1 is more stuck in delusion than others, the answer is yes. Because the devil will find a way to eliminate this group by any means that the devil can do. With the 3 defilements in humans, and delusion is the third and most powerful defilement. There are as many as 16 defilements. However, all of these delusions can be easily solved by simply meditating to stop the mind at the center of the body, the 7th base. If the mind does not stop at this point, it will be fooled into being deluded all the time. And those who practice meditation regularly will be able to train their mind to stop thinking about nothing. Even if they do not see the light, the crystal ball, or the Buddha image, a stopped mind will see the abnormalities of the moving things. And it's like holding a magnifying glass. If your hand shakes, you won't be able to focus. You won't be able to see clearly all the time. But if you keep training your mind to stop, meaning keep holding the magnifying glass and keeping your hand still, it will get calmer and calmer until it's completely still. You will then be able to see every image most clearly. When you see clearly, you will have correct knowledge, because seeing is right. You know is right. When you know is right, you will be able to make the right decision whether to take it or not, to go or not. As long as you still can't see, meaning your mind is not still. You must use wisdom, principles and reason to help. There are 3 levels of wisdom. 1. Satamaya Panna level, which is wisdom that comes from learning from seeing, such as reading and writing. 2. Jintamaya Panna level, which is wisdom that comes from analyzing received information, combined with existing knowledge from level 1 wisdom. You will become more proficient, have correct understanding and see more deeply than just knowing at level 1. Level 3 is Bhavanamaya Panna level, which is wisdom that comes from practicing Dhamma until the mind is still to the point where the light of wisdom arises. When it is bright, you will see things like a knower and will know and see the truth when the mind stops properly, until it reaches the clear orb, called the Dhamma orb. And it becomes more and more detailed as O1 taught that there are 6 stars before reaching the body that starts from the subtle human body and continues until reaching the Dhamma body or the Dhammakaya. The knowledge that comes from accessing the Dhamma stars will be clear and correct. And when reaching the body, each body will have all 6 Dhamma stars of each body. When reaching the Dhammakaya, there will be a subtle body in the middle of the Dhamma star of the Dhammakaya. This is the point called the knower within because the subtle Dhammakaya is the guardian of the Dhamma or the knowledge of life that is in this Dhamma star itself. And it is the same body of knowledge as the supremely enlightened Buddha. Whoever reaches and overlaps and becomes one with this Dhamma body will be like overlapping with the Lord Buddha, becoming the Lord Buddha within themselves. They will have true knowledge from the subtle Dhammakaya that is in the middle of the Dhamma star. If they know to this level, they will be called the knower, the awakened, the enlightened, just like the Lord Buddha. They just did not practice to abandon defilements. So they did not cut off defilements to enter the sense of nirvana. They are only the state of the Katarbu Dhammakaya or Katarbu individuals, who are half human, half Aryas. This state allows them to know defilements and control them. If it is the Dhammakaya that is still infirm all the time, 24 hours a day, like O1, it will be able to firmly control all three defilements like putting a rock on the grass, making the grass not grow or die. If you want to make it die, you have to cut off the defilements and enter nirvana like the Lord Buddha. But since the path of creating merit like Luang Pu Sad, Grandma Chan and Fa Dhammajayo wanted to go to is the ultimate Dhamma, not heading to nirvana like the Lord Buddha taught. They did not choose the path of cutting off defilements because if they were to eliminate the defilements, they would have to go to nirvana only, which is the rule of the devil. Because samsara, which consists of nirvana, the three realms and the world, these are all designed by the devil. The punishment when humans break the 5 precepts is also designed by the devil. When humans do good deeds and make merit, where do they go to receive rewards, such as going to any level of heaven? These are realms and rules that the devil created and set up as well. Humans do not know anything about it. They have been covered by the devil in the prison of samsara for a long time. And because Luang Pu Sad is the original element that came down to be born as a human to defeat the devil. This is the goal of subduing the devil. The merit of Luang Pu Sad is that he is a Buddha who can defeat the devil by building merit according to the laws of the devil, to the point of being able to take the gross body, which is the human body, to enter the ayatana nirvana without having to discard the gross body, meaning without leaving the 5 aggregates. He is a Buddha who does not disrobe, and enters the ayatana nirvana without disrobing the body that is not under the control of the devil. And from the knowledge gained in the past decades, the group that followed Luang Pu Sad, Grandma Chan and O1, who were truly merit-making enthusiasts, were all Buddhas in the nirvana realm who did not disrobe their bodies. And they unanimously regressed to be born as humans to build merit a new round with the goal of subduing the devil to the ultimate truth. Therefore, there have been countless lives of human birth. Each life that came down would have a life that everyone was born into, where they would forget everything and start anew every time. This is the law of the 3 realms of the devil. Therefore, before this group met again in each life that came down to be born, there were mistakes with body, speech and mind according to the law of karma before they knew why they were born. We made many mistakes to the point of having to be punished according to the law of karma. Before we meet again, we will have made many mistakes. From the gross body that does not leave the body when entering nirvana, it is the body of a great man in 32 ways, the same for everyone. When we come back down to be born as humans, when we break the precepts, we will receive punishment and be reborn like this, causing the gross body to lose the characteristics of a great man more and more. As we have heard O1 tell stories in the Dream Kindergarten School regularly, we must have heard O1 tell and tease the students that when they were first born, their faces were not like this. But now that they meet again, their faces are very different from before because of the law of karma, which is what each person from different countries has done themselves. O1 often teases that O1's children are spicy, meaning very naughty, thinking that they are smart, thinking that they are very cool, so they often live carelessly, defying the law of karma in each life. Therefore, by the time they realize that they have come down to be born to build merit, it is often too late and they are punished by the law of karma. By the time they are reborn, their faces and bodies are also disfigured, all according to the law of karma. Countless lives have passed before they meet O1 again in this life. They will not even remember their original faces. But O1 kindly teases them jokingly because O1 sees a way to bring the children to follow O1 and Grandma Chan and Luang Pu sought to get back the characteristics of a great man through a shortcut through the subtle Dhammakaya knowledge that the three of them have researched and found a way to bring to the children who listen to O1 so that they can follow O1's advice and get back the characteristics of a great man together. To go to the end of the Dharma to defeat the demon who designed the law of karma and the prison of samsara. When it is complete and there are enough people, you can conquer victory in any life. At first, in this life, before the criminal case came to encroach O1 from being the abbot in 2016-2017, O1 saw a clear plan that he would lead the children of this group around the world to the end of the Dharma. He also had a person of merit dream that this path was more than halfway close to completion. If that person of merit believed the dream interpretation from the real guru who was O1 telling him through the method of the hidden dragon to come and tell the sun to him, and he agreed to do what was told to succeed, everything would be completed faster. But it is a pity that that person of merit had personal views that had not been corrected. And because he came to this group because of merit, he came from being on the side of the devotee, so he came easily and was not obstructed from building merit. If this person of merit accepted learning and knew how to work as a team, he would not forget what was told to do, which was his personal merit that he had dreamed about and met the dream interpreter as O1 had assigned to tell him. And he will try to do it to succeed, and he will gain great merit to bring him to the front line of suppression immediately. But he has never worked as a team with anyone and does not understand how to build merit as a team. He will stick to being outstanding and show himself to prove that people with real merit should be like him, who receive the results of merit in a straightforward manner. He thinks that he has no obstacles, showing that he has so much merit that the devil cannot do anything to him or block his path of merit. But in fact, he just lacks the knowledge that the devil did not obstruct him because he was not in the position of the devil's enemy as a suppression party from the beginning. Because he came from the favored party, and the Buddha made an agreement with the devil on the favored party, causing the devil not to come and obstruct. But the devil knows that those who come from the favored party have weaker faculties than those of the suppression party, which is incomparable. Even if he lets everything go as he wishes, he will still be ambitious and lose himself in the devil's trap of lust and delusion. In the end, the devil will use him to easily destroy the suppression party's plan when the time comes for that favored party to be in the game or an important mission of the suppression party. With the trust of the suppression team, that person will be easily used by the devil to destroy the plan of the suppression faction because they have no shield to protect themselves because they have never encountered the devil to use them to work for them before. Unlike the children who are former suppression factions who have been through many lifetimes and have followed the leader to build merit, they will train and refine themselves because they do not easily believe others. They will learn right from wrong, good from evil by themselves before they meet the leader. It can be said that they have been intensively influenced by the current of defilements for many lifetimes and so will not be easily deceived by the devil to lead them astray. However, those who come from the beloved part are like pure and innocent children, so they have never encountered the devil's viciousness before. When the time is right, the devil will simply instill defilements in the person's weak point, but he did not know beforehand that he could control them well, but no, he was just not stimulated or challenged. When challenged, he easily falls into the trap. That alone makes the important plan of the suppression faction easily destroyed by the person's own weaknesses if it comes to him. The case of the innocent-faced saint I mentioned is the same. In the end, he just chose the safest way by not joining the suppression faction's mission because he did not meet the leader and wanted to trust only the leader. If the plan had to go through the hidden dragon method that he could not directly contact the leader, he would not believe it and would not follow it. If he encountered an obstacle, he thought that if he was the real leader, he would know what he was weak in. Moreover, he should not let him do things that he was not good at. It showed that the team that brought the leader's orders to him did not bring them from the leader or the real O1, so he let him do things that he was not good at. Just that, he easily said goodbye to the team and went to do what he was best at and believed in himself instead. This was an easy way to eliminate the enemies of the demon side. When the suppression side gave the allies from the favorite part a chance to do a mission to go to the end of the Dharma together, he did not care about the truth of the word, building merit. Which means that the 30-dimensional merit must be full if he wanted to go to the end of the Dharma. If there was anything that he was not good at, but when it came to going to the end of the Dharma, he would receive a mission in which he would practice his weak merit to fill it up as quickly as possible. And he would always receive help and details from the leader. He would definitely not let him go on a mission alone. But he did not dare to trust the words of the team representative who was responsible for informing or telling or interpreting any dreams and bringing him a message from the leader, the real O1. Starting with just trusting in the team, he could not pass the mission to fill the merit in his weakness. He just doesn't do it when he encounters obstacles. He can't accept the little pain. Can't stand the little embarrassment, which is the weakness of his own merit making. In the end, he just waved goodbye to his own place that made him confident, but did not build merit to go with O1. While meditating, he also prayed to go with him all the time. It was really the opposite. But he did not accept it in order to develop himself to reach that point like others. This is the weakness of those who build merit who have joined the path from the favorite part in this life. From Qiang Tuan's experience, he found that many important plans of O1 that were hoped to be the great merit of the virtuous who joined this path met O1 in this life who was from the favorite side or followed from the previous life but still had old karma. How should it be resolved in order to go together? If in this life, merit has been built to a level where he can receive important missions. When he finds the rhythm of life and has the opportunity to defeat the demon side, O1 will give important plans to the virtuous person who appears in O1's clairvoyance network to do important projects that will gain merit to fill the void of that virtuous person, elevating him to step out of the favorite part to the subjugation side at the forefront. He just has to do things he's never done before, but he won't do them alone. He has to practice teamwork and not judge people he sees on the outside. Merit making must come first, and when coming to any merit making line, will respect that merit making line regardless of social status or the image of the team. But if the familiarity is the favorite line, it has not been born as many times as the suppressed line that has been born countless times. The power of the entry has different endurance and understanding. If it encounters a little shocking matter, it cannot accept it. If it encounters a little disappointment, it hurts to the point of death. If it encounters not being in the public eye, speaking and no one listens, wanting to be important but not receiving it even though if it is the favorite side, it will be received easily. It cannot endure, cannot accept it and finds a reason to stop doing it just because it is not being praised even though it should be. These are the things that cause the creator of merit on the favorite side to easily fall and ruin O1's big plan time and time again. But O1 always gives newcomers a chance until he cannot give them a chance anymore because the damage is beyond repair. He will tell them to go far away and not let them come back. Just like he told O6 to go far away from the group and not let them come back in September 2015 because of embezzlement of donated money. 700 million baht in September 2014. Then he came back to take revenge, causing O1 to have to leave the temple far away and never return for the rest of his life. It wasn't because O6 was good at getting revenge on O1, but because karma caused O6 to do heavy karma against O1. O6 was therefore a tool of the devil's side that could not be turned back. When he could not use O6 to do evil for him, he would end his life and take his subtle body to receive a reward from the devil's side, which was a severe torture that he never knew he would encounter. But it was worthy of the evil that O6 had done to O1's group, and especially to O1 directly to the extreme, as he has been doing until today. Therefore, the group that came to make merit with the suppression side, led by O1, were enemies of the devil's side without exception, because the devil had an agreement with only the favored side. But for the suppressing side, it is considered as declaring themselves as the enemy 100%. Therefore, when the Mara Lord adds fuel to the army of Side O1, it will add it with all its might. If the army of Side O1 is strict in its teachings and firmly follows the teachings, it will not accept the addition of that fuel and will always come to cleanse its heart in the rice offering ceremony. But if O1's army is careless, it will be added with all three fuels with all its might. Whoever is weak in something will be led and stimulated by that fuel to flare up heavily and commit heavy karma in that matter immediately and continuously. It started by adding anger to O6's heart when O1 told him to leave the temple and not to return. O6 did not expect this because he did not realize how wrong it was to embezzle the temple's donated money. He did not think that it would be so wrong as to be chased away from the temple and not to return. Anger inspired him to think of getting rid of O1 from the temple immediately as revenge. It became an even more serious sin against O1, the kind that O1 could not help escape from, and O1 could only cause the least amount of damage. Therefore, he abandoned the ship, which is the temple, so that his 3,000 children would not be chased away from the temple when he claimed to arrest O1 again. If O1 had stayed and let him arrest him, he would have immediate and irreversible heavy karma. O1 had to leave the temple so that he would not commit such heavy karma against the group of children who had devoted their lives to build merit with O1. Because chasing everyone away from the temple and closing down the temple, which was the place of merit of the suppression division, was such heavy karma that O6 would never have the chance to be born as a human again for all eternity. And his children who did not know anything would complain and blame O1 for not protecting and taking care of them, letting them suffer. He had to maintain the temple and give his children the opportunity to gradually learn and receive news from Kyeongtaewon until they understood correctly. Until the time came when O6 could no longer delay any longer and had to give the temple to his creditors one day, not long after. Today, O6 uses the temple to work and earn money to pay off his debts instead of him. It's just that everyone did not know. O1 had Kyeongtaewon tell him through a person who knew the truth for a long time. But they just refused to acknowledge it or believe it. Each person had their own karma coming to obstruct them. O1 bought time to give an opportunity to understand correctly since 2018 until this year 2025 when O2 did not close the case for O1 even though there was an opportunity in October 2023 to April 2024. It was because O2 himself had old karma from witchcraft that caused O6 to use witchcraft to dominate and force O2 to lose consciousness and be under his control and manipulation to do what he wanted. All along for many years, O2 forgot all of O1's good deeds because his intellect was dominated by witchcraft. He only did what he used magic spells to force him to do. He was like a puppet for the sinful side to manipulate every day. If the children were to create merit, they would have the wisdom to see the abnormalities and know what happened, and will find a way to leave the temple seamlessly so as not to be caught up in doing evil deeds following the sinful leader like O6 who is always pushing O2 to be in the front. And when giving orders and needing cooperation from his children, just rely on the greedy secretary who is blindly succumbed to greed. constantly writing fake sermons to trick the temple people into believing that it is O1's order. Then they will come and do it in great numbers because their faith in O1 has not faded. When they were tricked into believing that O1 was in the temple and giving orders by whispering to each other, it made them believe realistically that it was because O1 was involved in a case and the authorities couldn't know that he was in the temple, or someone would come and search the temple and arrest O1. So they all believed it and helped to protect, cover up, and agreed with the use of the phrase someone and different expressions from before, and whispered to each other that this was O1. It became a lie that made everyone happily and unanimously believe the deception. Refusing to accept any information from Kiontawan that O1 the real person tried to let the real person inform all the children who are being tricked by O6 to do sin, that is, to work to earn money to pay off debts instead of him. That was the original intention, not to work for Buddhism from the beginning. When collecting donations to pay off debts instead of him, it was not started with doing merit to get work for the religion. But when inviting to make merit to do for the religion, it is deception, lying, violating the fourth precept. And the intention is to use money to pay off debts, but not telling from the beginning is a fraudulent intention from the beginning. Therefore, it is not like doing merit making as O1 had invited, which was pure merit from the beginning, and then he embezzled it later. That is embezzlement, which they also embezzled in the regular merit-making work that they can do. But in that way, the person who made merit still gets merit. As for the new work that was announced to invite, all have the original intention to find money for him to pay off debts, and use the form of earning money with new merit-making rituals, claiming someone, writing messages to invite, and whispering to make people believe that it is O1 inviting. It is deception to get a lot of money to pay off debts. It is a sinful work from the beginning and a sin in breaking both precepts 2 by doing precept 4 and being able to do it freely because O1 the real person has already given up from the temple. In order for the temple to continue to survive and for the children to continue to live and make merit, since 2019, O1, who is like the captain of the big ship of Wat Phra Dhammakaya, sacrificed himself from the ship without telling anyone except O6 so that he would not bring the authorities to seize and close the temple. In order to maintain the morale and encouragement of the children, we have to consider that if the children who are at the temple management level do not know anything and O6 claims to have talked to O1 like this and like that and O1 told him to do this and that, at a time when O1 has an arrest warrant and is facing a criminal case, what should the children who are intelligent and careful do? And what are the actions of the temple management today? Let's consider the examples of the groups that have been given. When O1 invites a group to make merit, O1 will take everyone to the ultimate Dhamma to subdue the devil. There will be people who just come to make merit without subduing the devil. When Captain O1 takes the ship, he uses it to transport merit. Everyone who comes in will receive merit. But when O1 gets off the ship, normally, all the crew members must first know why the captain is gone. And how will everyone maintain the ship until the captain returns? If that's the case, if the captain is gone, he won't do anything new except to keep the ship afloat. Because if the captain is not there, no one can guarantee that the path he will take will be the right one. He will have to park the ship and do what he has always done to keep the ship in his own life, waiting for the day the captain will return. He will continue to do what the captain told him to do. Normally, a crew member who is loyal to the leader will not think of inviting him to a new job because the person who thought of inviting him is not the real captain of this ship. He does not see the goal of this long journey like Captain O1. What he thinks may lead him in a different direction than the one the captain invited him to. Especially if they are people who do not understand the ultimate Dhamma and want to lead instead, they will lead him away from the leader's path. Normally, No one should guide or invite him to a new job while the captain is gone, because merit is a matter of a merit line that has a beginning and followers. Whoever is the beginning of merit, that merit line belongs to that tree. The word tree is like a tree, which is the head or root that goes down into the ground. Then the tree will grow. How far the branches will grow depends on whether the head or root goes down into the ground well. Captain 01 is the pure field of merit. If someone is the one who invites, it is the beginning of merit. If anyone trusts Captain 01, the captain will follow whatever he invites without checking. But the devils who oppress 01 to abandon ship first. When 01 abandoned ship, 01 trusted 02, who 01 was sure had known for 50 years, would not betray or want to be the leader. But if someone invites him to do a big job, and takes the policies or dreams of Captain 01's leader to continue, saying that this is an era that must be continued, and when the captain is gone, we can still work. It becomes a matter of overlooking the importance of the captain, who is the beginning of merit. Those who take the opportunity and see a big ship with many people will just float around and wait for the leader. If they have to wait their whole life, the religious work will not be able to continue. It will please those who think they are good and want to show their skills, because they don't want to sit around and just follow orders. When they get a role to show their skills, their defilements start to threaten their hearts, because the people who instigate and invite them, if they have the same goal as 01, they will wait for 01, because they know that this path, if there is no 01 to lead, then we must stop and wait, because no one can replace 01. So it is a fight between groups that have the lineage and merit of 01, who will not change anything and will wait for 01. If it is the inner zone, then it means that they will not do anything new. They will only do what 01 has ordered. The outer zone means that 01 is not there. I will not follow and do anything until I see 01 come out to invite me to do something myself. Then they will follow the news or receive information as well, about where 01 is, what is he doing, what is there, what is true, what is reliable. If it cannot be proven, then nothing will be done. Therefore, there are only people who do not know anything and are careless, unscrupulous, or have little knowledge, but hope to gain a lot because they have defilements as their foundation. They cannot purify defilements because they do not aim for the ultimate Dhamma, do not listen to Dhamma, hear what others say and just follow along. There will be no substance. It is not love to build merit. If it is a worldly life, it is easy to be deceived. It is even more careless, easygoing, and likes easy things as a foundation. They will not sit in Dhamma a lot, but may create an image to make people think that they can sit a lot because they see them. They show themselves in big merit-making events, have a lot of money, and are in the public eye regularly. They will become addicted, happy to show off. When the money runs out, they must find a way to show off like before. It is an infatuation, addicted to form, addicted to rituals, wanting to be famous. Wanting credit, wanting praise from people who cannot do it but can do it themselves. They want to show off. All of these desires are defilements. It is not that they want merit, but they want to make merit because that merit allows them to fulfill many of these desires. They will have an easy way of life. When there is merit, the temple coordinators will tell them themselves. Therefore, they will not follow the Dhamma, but if they have anything, send it to 01 once and they can read it at school. The coordinator will tell them to wait for the broadcast date, that's all. The rest, they live their lives happily as usual, so they don't build merit because they don't know what merit is, what are the 10 aspects of merit. They only do charity because they have money. What are the 5 precepts? Meditation? Sometimes they sit, sometimes they don't. But when there is an event, where they can go to an event, dress up, or go to show, they just know that no matter how much they do, they can show it. If they have it, they will go and do it. That's it. If it's this group, they don't care whether 01 is here or not. They just know that people who make merit at this temple receive miraculous merits. There are plenty of examples. It's from the coordinator who gave examples when inviting people to make merit. That's all they know. They hope for the same results. If they have money, they do it, they get to show off, dress up beautifully, get on camera, take pictures, and receive compliments. There are a lot of things like this. So when someone talks about O1 not being here, not doing any new merit-making events, it means that they won't have the opportunity to show it. There will be information for them to use to refute it because they will lose the benefits that they think are the benefits that they want. If there is no work, they won't get what they want. There are a lot of them. Question other temples also have cheaters. Why don't people who come to make merit not sin? They are like Child O1 who doesn't know and makes merit. But they don't get sinful results like Child O1. Because I, Child O1, aim for the ultimate Dharma, Child O1 is stuck in delusion more than others, right? Additional answer: we have to see if there is someone who is in charge of organizing merit making events with sinful intentions behind the scenes. It just so happens that my temple has both people and things ready for bad people to use. When O1 was gone, he oppressed O1 to leave. And he used all the resources that O1 had created to work for him instead. He didn't intend to go to the ultimate Dharma, but he thought to himself that the temple work didn't progress during O1's time because O1 didn't give to the higher-ups and made a lot of money. If he came to ask, he could give it to him. He would encourage him to do bigger work, which would be much easier. He could invite more people to make merit, and no one would bother him. This is the way of thinking of O6 who disagrees with O1's insistence on not giving money to the higher-ups. He just came to ask for a share. He has a lot, so why can't he give it to him? Let him go. The job will be much easier. O6 he just thinks that this is a much smarter way. It is a way of thinking of people who work in the world, who do business. If there is no matter of the law of karma, no matter good or bad deeds involved, anyone can do whatever they want. It has nothing to do with the law of karma. But here you use the organization of the Devil Suppression Party, which was created to suppress the devil, which means O1 must use only merit to suppress the devil. There will be no sin at all, and clearly distinguish between what is merit and what is sin. Therefore, it becomes something that cannot be done in a worldly way. If O1 agrees to give money from above as requested, just so that he can get what he shouldn't get, then what should the people who earn money to make merit with O1 get? They must get what they want according to the purpose of inviting them, 100% pure. They make money in the hope of making merit. The people who come to ask are greedy. They don't do anything but want other people's money. Merit is not just about wanting money. It is greed. Seeing a lot of money here, they want it. This is clearly defilement. And defilement, greed, anger, delusion are the tools of the devil. When O1 built a temple here to suppress the devil, that is, conquer these three defilements in the hearts of the children first, then create a group that will conquer the devil. Then how will O1 help other people's defilements grow? Whoever asks, if O1 gives it to them, it is equivalent to supporting their defilements to grow. It is not called conquering defilements. Conquering the devil is conquering defilements. But it will conquer the source of the producers of defilements. Those who will go with them must learn that defilements are enemies, not something that humans must protect. And they must not give in to their hearts either. They must overcome the defilements within themselves. It is called conquering the defilements within themselves along with joining the path to conquer to the end of the Dhamma. The path that is passed is the creation of merits. Starting with 10 aspects of merits, then increasing the difficulty to 20 aspects, which means not giving in to defilements even if it means exchanging organs and blood. until reaching the level of 30 aspects of merits, which means not giving in to defilements even if it means exchanging death, like the Lord Buddha. It must be done completely. And what O1 invites to create great works is so that the participants can gain 30 aspects of merits. The first 3 aspects of merits are conquering the 3 basic defilements. When you do it, you will gain a lot of merit because it is pure. So it was the opposite of the devil's side from the beginning. Anyone who came onto this ship was his enemy. When the leader was there, everyone was protected, out of the hands of the devil. If one day O1 had the power of his children's merit to defeat him completely, everyone would reach the Dhammakaya. And the Buddha image within him would eliminate everyone's defilements, which means eliminating him. He is the sinful side. So when this ship was controlled by the sinful people, after he eliminated and oppressed Captain O1, the rest used O1's resources to do the same job, but with the goal of taking them to take sin instead. Because they are on the side of sin, they only have sin to give. They do not have merit to give. So it becomes the same thing, but they get different things. The people who come in do not know anything. It is like when O1 set out on the boat to pick people up, the people did not know anything either. But among the people who came on the boat, the process on the boat O1 had already set up to screen people by itself, to see who will have the most merit to reach the highest level of Dhamma. But there will definitely be a small number. So O1 has to do a lot of work so that when the boat comes, there will still be some left. Therefore, most of the people who are still on the boat and do not have the goal or nature of a true merit maker will be easily overwhelmed by delusion and work for the devil side, just like today. That is, rowing a boat of merit to do sinful work, which looks like merit in every way, but has moved to a different side. The people who come and do the same thing, but have already gone to the sinful side. When O1 was the merit field, the leader of the white side, the suppression side, he had a lot of merit to give, only happiness and prosperity, no sin to give. When he changed hands to be the leader of the dark side, the side that should be suppressed, he had no merit at all because he only had sin to give. It is his nature. When he added defilements to drive the people in the temple and the group of O1, the results were the opposite. With what O1 used to give, which when O1 led to do merit making, it had to go against the current of defilements in the body that did not want to receive a lot of money that passed in front of him, did not want to put it in his own pocket, did not want to be someone important. It is already difficult to do. Humans are puppets for the merit or sin side to manipulate. If humans do not meet O1, it means there is no strong merit side to manipulate. All humans have defilements, which are the germs of sin in them. When the sin side comes to manipulate, the current of sin comes to support the defilements in them to have freedom. People who used to have to be uncomfortable and refine themselves, like fighting, are like being released from prison. But in reality, it is letting go of the defilements to be released from prison. So it is a joyful work. Sin is defilements, where everyone feels that it is easy and convenient to work. And also benefits. They feel that there is nothing wrong, and it is much easier than before. In reality, it is a prison that everyone used to try to imprison defilements in their hearts. When O1 was there, O1 taught O1 to control them so that sin would not grow. When O1 was gone, each person's heart had no one to control it. The merit makers will practice controlling their own hearts. For those who are not merit makers, when the prison door of the heart is opened, when a sinful person like O6 invites you to commit sin by satisfying your defilements, it supports you in your heart just right because humans are not yet free from defilements. Sinful works seem much easier to do and they keep increasing, just like what you see in my temple right now. If you look at it from the perspective of someone who doesn't know anything, it will be like what most people say. There are only a small percentage of true merit makers. Therefore, If someone lets their defilements grow in their hearts, and the temple staff are encouraged to let their defilements flourish on merit-making works that the sinful side takes them to, the temple staff will only receive sin as a reward, and sin will bring them suffering, sorrow, and illness as a reward. It will gradually see its results. If the children of O1 don't know about this, what we are talking about and trying to spread, and don't accept it, they will gradually receive rewards from the sinful side. Those who reach the point of death will die. Those who reach the point of damage will be damaged. Fires, floods, accidents, hospitalizations, injuries, illnesses, it's never happened before. Just look at Facebook, my temple friends. It's not a good thing to see the results of it. The news you see is not news of merit, but news of all kinds of losses, bad luck, accidents, small and big. Where has that ever happened? If we do not wake up quickly and continue to review our sins, they will come together to attract great disasters. Therefore, we are a minority who must protect ourselves and help others who are our virtuous people as much as we can. But we must be mindful at all times. Be careful not to be tempted to jump on a new boat. A boat that is still sailing, without anyone caring why O1 is still out of court. What happened there? Is it abnormal or not? Just the idea that says that we don't need to help him get out so that O1 can sit with his eyes closed and practice magic to bring wealth to his children. This is an abnormal way of thinking. No one wants to live with a stain for the rest of their life when they have not done anything wrong. People who can ignore this, especially those who are children, who do this to their benefactors, are no different from children who let their parents get involved in court without trying to help them out, and then give a beautiful excuse that their parents want to live peacefully and not have to work hard anyway. This is a good opportunity. Is this kind of thinking acceptable? Only bad people would accept this kind of thinking. And if the whole temple accepts it, it means that the whole temple has become bad people. That's why good people can't survive. Since everyone has left, including, if you don't leave the temple, you will be bullied to death. Those who don't know gratitude are not grateful and rely on the manpower and merit of O1 that has not run out yet to drive new work, claiming that they will continue the work from O1 and let O1 just sit with his eyes closed. It leads people to misunderstand that being involved in a lawsuit is appropriate for an innocent person like O1 or not. Why don't you try to help O1, who everyone is already sure of? They are already sure that O1 is innocent, but you accept the process of letting O1, who is innocent, be involved in various slanderous lawsuits, claiming that O1 also wants to stay with his eyes closed. Is that right? It is an opportunist who speaks like this, waiting for the opportunity to lock O1 up so he can't control anyone. They will be able to make the most of it in the way they like. If O1 is here, they can't do evil. People who are intelligent and know how to build merit and know O1 well will have a way of thinking that can see how the things in the temple have been molded together with the path that is going. How can you be deceived? Not doing what needs to be done first. It is to bring justice back to the leader, which is equal to colluding to harm the leader by approving of the sins that people have committed, oppressing the innocent leader, and forcing him to move from the point where O1 can do more religious work. Throughout the past 8 to 9 years, and then agreeing to continue working without caring where O1 is, O1 has done what O1 wants. Thinking of doing this to O1 is selfishness, betrayal, ingratitude. It's the definition of evil, but they can ignore it, accusing them of being just humans with lust, not merit makers. What I've tried to explain and tell you all this is to make those who follow the dragon confident that the way we are is the right way. For merit makers who truly have merit and can see what is happening and is sinful, and are also a group of people, based on ignorance and the intentions of some people who know well but don't care that this is sinful because lust has flourished and they feel happy with what they get more than what they did in O1's time. which was difficult. This is not possible, that is not possible. Now, anything is possible. You get fame, money, greatness, and personal benefits. It goes all over the boat. To fix it, you need people who is a real leading layperson, who is an old, foremost merit maker, but has disappeared, has not attended all the various events since O1 was gone. I look at the level of the hosts. The billionaires, the super wealthy. Since when did they disappear? Because they knew, if something was not normal, they wouldn't take the risk. That is, not to lose their old merit. During the period of merit, they proved for a long time before they were sure that O1 was trustworthy. And when they made merit, it really prospered. So, when O1 was involved in a lawsuit, when they saw that the reason was not right, they knew there must be someone influential who they couldn't obstruct. They just stayed away from getting involved. For their own safety and in building merit. Like Kunbi, he just stepped back and didn't have to get involved. But Kune threw the snake away from his neck. He came to support O1 from the beginning after taking a long time to prove his faith. When he was betrayed and used by evil people, he tried to seize power back. He was tricked. He claimed to be O1. He said not to do it. Back off. He already knew that this was not normal. The 6 billion that was lost because of faith cannot be tracked down and reclaimed. He will go in to investigate by seizing power as O1 had said it before, but the fake O1 ordered him to retreat. Mr. A could only retreat, but he refused to let him continue to work. So he was eliminated by O6 using a lawsuit, losing 6 billion baht and being accused of colluding with O1 to launder money, while he himself had to receive treatment for his kidney problem. Was it bad luck or good luck? At one point, many years ago, he had to have a kidney transplant, and the person who found the kidney for him became O6. It became like a favor that had to be repaid. Even though he knew that O6 was bad or had hurt O1, Mr. A couldn't do anything to O6 because his life was half his. But it had to be exchanged for the missing 6 billion baht. Isn't that too much? It was the reason why Mr. A decided to let go of everything in the temple. But then and now should have changed. I mean any information. Because at that time, Mr. A was embezzled 6 billion baht in donations. No one at the temple knew about it. Since 2022, when the matter came to light, who should I tell? Just last year, 2 years have passed. To find out that Yue was deceived by the fake O1. What caused Yue to suffer is that after the temple was not seized, the temple was returned to the hands of the laity as O1 had said himself. And then O1 used that time, at the last minute, to say to stop the seizure of power and retreat. It was a very painful step back in your eyes. In your opinion, if you didn't know anything about what we all know, you wouldn't know that that wasn't the real O1. It must have hurt you a lot, made you have a hard time accepting it. The missing money couldn't be investigated, no one could catch up, and had to let it disappear for 6 billion baht, not 6,000 baht, and then being charged with colluding with O1 to launder money. At the very least, it would have made you leave this place and not get involved. But I think that if you accept that the 6 billion baht that O6 took, O6 would think that it was the cost of your life from the kidney that O6 had found to replace it, right? But after this, what Yue should be able to do is do as O1 had said, seize power back. And not let monks do it anymore. The conditions that monks agree with anyone about the higher-ups, there is no written document to bind the higher-ups because it is a fraudulent matter. Therefore, if you just take it back, the higher-ups can't do anything. The monks can't do anything. You can't sue or take any legal action. It's against the monks themselves. And since you've been quiet about being sued, if you come back to fight the case, now that the matter is open like this, there will be 2 parties. It's not like only a few people know, like in 2022 when the money just went missing. There's a chance that you'll come back. fix the story, and fight the case. And that's the reason why O1 still lets me send information until today, both clips and writings, because we have to buy time for people to gradually know the truth that people don't want to believe. And it's a truth that can be proven by special methods. Like this, we have to wait for more people to understand the Dhamma. Will that day come? It's also our merit that we won't get tired and discouraged from sharing information. Don't be afraid of dying. You'll die anyway. When a disaster occurs, only the virtuous survive. Since this is a real merit that can be made, a great merit that continues the merit line with O1, the real one. If it's not that there's really heavy bad karma coming to play. Enemies cannot hurt us. Go all out, but don't challenge them. Just tell the truth, share it, help share the information you got from Kiangtawan. The group that will survive is us. Of course, don't be afraid of anything. Spread a lot of loving kindness. Don't see them as enemies, but see them as victims who are being used. We must have a lot of loving kindness. If anyone comes to bother you, if you find that talking with reason is tiring, just block them. Don't waste your time. It's better to spend time with the people you want to make merit with. We have already told you. If he does not respond, then we have already gained our merit. Please extend loving kindness to him so that his wish will come true. He will then move away from holding a grudge against us. This is the teaching of the O1 Street Principle. It is the teaching of the Lord Buddha. Keep fighting everyone. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.